We are back at it. Welcome to the start of the 27th season of Katie Quiz, brought to you by GBU Life. I'm Ray Petlin, and I have the honor of asking questions to some of the smartest kids from around the region as they compete to see who moves on later this season into the playoffs of this 27th season of Katie Quiz. And the teams we have for you today are Central Valley High School, Fort Cherry Junior Senior High School, and Pine Richland High School. And we like to start off right in the competition, so we're going to do that in a round we call Player's Choice. First and foremost, all three teams will start off with 100 points on the board, and they'll start adding in this Player's Choice round. We have 5 picture-based questions for each team. 25 points is awarded for a correct answer. In this round, there are no deductions for incorrect answers. The categories we have today are animals, European wars, and U.S. cities. Randomly selected to go first is Pine Richland High School. Which of those categories would you like?
Animals.
Animals it is, and here we go with your first question. The colossal type of what cephalopod has the largest eyes in the animal kingdom?
Giant squid.
Giant squid is correct. Very nicely done. What mammals can often be found hanging upside down in caves?
Bats.
Bats is correct. What insects communicate through the waggle dance?
Bees.
Bees is correct. What mammals that comprise the family Ursidae include a bamboo-eating member called the giant panda?
Bears.
Bears is the correct answer. And finally, Harambe was the western lowland type of what great ape?
Gorilla.
Gorilla is correct. And with that, you went perfectly in that round. That adds 125 points to your score, and you start off the day perfectly with 225 points on the board. Very nicely done, Pine Richland High School. Up next, randomly selected, was Fort Cherry High School. The 2 categories we have left over for you are European wars and U.S. cities. Which of those categories would you like?
European wars.
European wars it is. And Fort Cherry, here we go with your first question of the day. Edward the Black Prince fought in the Battle of Crécy and Poitiers during what century-long war in which Joan of Arc was burned at the stake?
The 100 Years' War.
The 100 Years' War is correct. Florence Nightingale cared for the wounded during what war that included the charge of the Light Brigade?
World War I.
Very good guess, but we were looking for the Crimean War on that one. Richard III's House of York fought against the House of Lancaster in what floral-named conflict?
The War of the Roses.
The War of the Roses is correct. What war in which Gustavus Adolphus died at the Battle of Lutzen ended with the Peace of Westphalia and lasted about 3 decades?
The 30 Years' War.
The 30 Years' War. Charles XII died during what 18th century war in which Russia beat Sweden?
The Great Northern War.
The Great Northern War is correct. You went 4 out of 5 in that round. That means you added 100 points to your score, and you start the day off with 200 points, keeping things real close. Very nice job, Fort Cherry. Central Valley, you are up next. And the last category we have is U.S. cities. And here we go with your first question of the day. This city was home to a famous protest that inspired them to boycott tea.
Boston.
Boston is correct. A strip named for this city contains the Bellagio and Caesar's Palace casinos.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas is right. The Salt and Gila rivers meet just outside of what Arizona city that is the most populous state capital in the U.S.?
Phoenix.
Phoenix is right. This city is connected to Windsor, Ontario by the Ambassador Bridge. What city nicknamed Motown is the most populous in Michigan?
Detroit.
Detroit is right. And finally, the French Quarter is in what most populous Louisiana city?
New Orleans.
New Orleans is right, and you start the day off perfectly as well. Central Valley with 225 points on the board. Nice job, all three teams, with a very close matchup right out of the gate. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to meet the teams and put them to the test in the knowledge check right after this.
KD Quiz is brought to you by GBU Life, providing life insurance, annuities, and community support since 1892.